Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and welcome. My name is Marshall Elliott. I'm an independent consultant and area manager with this amazing company, Arbonne. Thank you all so much for taking the time to be here with us. We're excited to be here with you. First off, whoever invited you to watch this, or if you're watching this live on Facebook, or maybe you watch it later on, we just want you to know that we think very highly of you. We really do like spending time and working with smart, hardworking, honest, and fun people. So you obviously fall into one of these categories. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, introduce you to some of my friends, then give you a short overview of who we are, what we stand for, and what we do. You may hear something that resonates personally for you, or you may hear something that could be very impactful for someone you know. So I encourage you to please listen for both yourself and on behalf of the others. On behalf of others. So, I have been in the fitness industry since 1992. I have worked as a personal trainer, group exercise instructor, and yoga teacher. The piece that was always missing for me was nutrition. I was very blessed to have a great metabolism, so I kind of always ate like an 18-year-old boy. But fast forward to my mid 40s, I had a knee injury that caused me to have a surgery not once, but twice. It changed everything that I could do. My doctors had to modify the way that I taught and the way that I worked out. But I, of course, continued to eat like an 18-year-old boy. So fast forward to weight gain, inflammation, arthritis, pain, migraines, headaches, sleepless nights, you name it. I was, in a word, miserable in my own body. I basically could justify anything. My body hurt because I taught exercise every single day, 6 days a week. I was tired because I had three very active children who kept me busy. I had migraines and headaches because, well, I'm a woman, it's hormones, you name it, I was able to justify it. My friend Sarah Handy introduced me to Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living and Beyond back in the fall of 2017. And for me personally, it was a life changer. It really addressed all of those concerns that I had. And all I knew is that I felt incredible. It not only helped me, but my children and my husband started to come along on the journey, and it really reshaped the way that our family lived. I knew that healthy living was more than just working out. I was no longer chasing a bad diet. I was no longer trying to outrun a bad diet. I was also able to help my clients that I trained, both in and out of the gym, as well as those who joined me in this Arbonne journey. I've been very blessed and fortunate that I've been able to lock arms with some pretty incredible people along the way. And the things that have surprised me most about this business, which was something I never knew I needed, the new friends, the community, the personal development, the professional development. And I will tell you that because of all of those things, I will never, ever, ever, ever leave this company. I will never stop working my business. And I'm so incredibly excited to share and introduce you to my friends. Lisa, take it away.
Thanks, Marshall. I love hearing your story. So, my name is Lisa Mariella, and I'm an area manager and independent consultant with Arbonne. And I currently live in Southern California. And I had my daughter very late in life at the age of 40. But before I had my daughter, I worked a ton of different jobs that really never gave me the satisfaction or sense of achievement that I was really thirsting for. I never felt like I belonged. And I definitely wasn't fulfilled or appreciated. I'm a super hard worker, and I expect to be treated differently than that don't share my work ethic. And that just wasn't the case. In truth, I really just felt like a number, no matter where I was, and that what I really wanted didn't matter to anybody in the higher ups. So, I mean, how many of us feel like that every day when we go into work? I feel like a job should be something that you enjoy at least partially, and not more like a prison sentence or something like that. So, we spend all of our time at work. Most of our lives we spend at work doing something. And so it should be at least partially enjoyable, and you should be appreciated for it. I just never felt that way. So at the time, I just thought that was just the way it was. That was, everybody felt that way. There was no way out. It was kind of like a hopeless situation. But then when I had my daughter, after struggling to have children for 12 years, my priorities were completely upended, and my daughter became my main priority. So I couldn't tolerate feeling stuck every day anymore. And I especially couldn't imagine leaving her, after only getting to know her for just a few months. I really felt like she was a gift from God, and I needed to make her the priority. Um, so I started like trying to think outside the box and looking for opportunities that would allow me to bring money into the household, but still stay home with my baby, and still feel fulfilled at the same time, because we need that part of it too, right? I just knew that it had to exist, but I just didn't know where. And that's when I found Arbonne. And that's what I found with Arbonne. I found a community, like Marshall said, of amazing people, of like-minded dreamers who really believe in the power of their dreams and who want more for their lives and who want more for their careers and for their families. And on top of that, I was able to become a much healthier version of myself, after being introduced to clean eating and some of our amazing supplements that Arbonne has. So now looking forward, I'm so excited for the future. I'm grateful for, that I now have a vehicle to help others who are looking for more, just like I was. And I know that what I want, and, I know what I want. I know I'm building a path in order to get there. I have a vision, I have goals, and I have a way to get there. So, my dad, who just turned 80 this year, I don't have to worry about putting him in a nursing home. I can stay home and take care of him just like I did with my daughter. And I'll be able to say yes when friends and family and even strangers, and different causes tug at my heartstrings. I'll be able to give more. And I'm going to be able to teach my daughter to follow her dreams instead of letting society dictate, who she can and can't become. So I want to give back just like those who helped me in the past. And I want to just shout from the rooftops that you don't have to be stuck. There is another way. And let me show you, right? So that is my story. I'm going to pass it over to Erin now so she can share her story.
Hang in there with me, guys. I'm doing this with a baby on my hip. As you can see, anyone can do this business, even babies. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Erin Consalvi. I am an independent consultant area manager with Arbonne, and I, too, like Lisa, am located in Southern California. When I was introduced to this business, I was a stay-at-home mom, but I was a new mom. My oldest son, who is now 6, was 2 at the time. And so I was kind of lost. I was, Cooper's mom and I was Brian's wife, but I had lost Erin and I didn't really know where she went. No one really talks about that side of things when you become a mom and, a stay at home mom, especially at that. I didn't know a stay at home mom was what I wanted to be until I truly found Arbonne. I was introduced with the 30 Days to Healthy Living program, and immediately in a week I was feeling better. My husband, was like, have you noticed you haven't complained about your stomach? And, you're feeling so much better. You're sleeping better. Your energy is crazy. And it wasn't until he really started noticing that change in me that I started noticing that change in me. And, I got on the phone with a stranger and talked with her for 45 minutes. She's now my executive national vice president. But she changed my life with just a couple simple questions that you'll kind of probably hear us talk about today. But one of those questions was, if you keep doing what you're doing, where will you be in 5 years? And with Cooper just turning 6, that 5 years would be close to now. And I don't know where I would be. And I'm kind of scared to even think about that question because I was never diagnosed with depression, but I definitely wasn't the same person I am today. And like Marshall had touched on, like the personal growth, the community, the uplifting, positive people that we're around all the time is just amazing. And I'm so grateful and thankful that this community of people have helped me raise my children, or they're getting to see my crazy children. But most importantly, like they're there for us all the time. And when I have a problem, whether it be emotionally, mentally, physically, there's always someone there to help you and support you and lift you up. And we're all wanting the same things, which is awesome. So I'm just forever grateful for the mental health change, the physical change, and the healthy living health change, because now my kids get to see that it's easy and fun to live a healthy lifestyle. So we can't wait to share more with you guys. Sorry, baby alert. But Wendy, what about you? How did you get started with Arbonne?
All right. Hey guys. Gosh, it's so nice to hear all of your stories again. I've known you for several years, but just like kind of reflecting back on where we all started, and we've come from different backgrounds in different places. So I'm so glad we're here together to share. My name is Wendy Hilton. I'm an independent consultant and area manager with Arbonne, and I live in Palatine, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago. When I was introduced to Arbonne, I was a single mom, and I had no support in the area, no family in the state. And I was really, really busy. I own a Pilates studio with my business partner, and I train my Pilates clients there, and it's more than a full-time job. And even so, at that time, I was also working at my local Y on the evenings and weekends for extra. I was introduced to Arbonne through the 30-day healthy living program, which is something that I needed like desperately in my life at the time. And I didn't know, I knew I needed something. And then this kind of fell into my lap and I was like, okay, perfect. Like I need this. I was dragging. So I don't know if anybody can relate to this feeling, but it's just like requiring 3 or 4 cups of coffee to get through the day, and like driving home from work with music blasting in my car just so I can stay awake. Like I was just struggling to get through the day to day. I just had so much on my plate and I was run down. I knew if I ate better and I changed some healthier habits in my life, and established some better habits, that I would feel better. But it's like I was in this vicious loop of like not even having the kind of like the impetus to like get started and do it. And what I just got from this program is just all of the support, structure, and education to make those changes, and not have to do it by myself. So at the time when I was introduced to the program, I was given the option of either doing it as a client or doing it as an independent consultant, enrolling that way. And I actually chose to enroll right from the start as an independent consultant because I thought, if I like this and I share it with some people, I'll earn a commission. And that was a no-brainer for me. And it really, truly was that simple. I didn't know how much I was going to love it. And what happened is by about the second week, I just started to feel absolutely amazing. And I just realized so many people need this. They need the support and they need the help and they need to feel better than maybe they can even imagine. So I started to decide to take the business side of this a little bit more seriously when I also realized the immense value of having additional earnings on the side that could build as an asset. So I don't know if you're out there and you work an hourly type of career like I do. So I love what I do. I've continued to train my Pilates clients throughout this whole journey of building my Arbonne business because it's my passion. But it's definitely trading time for money. So when I was a single mom and just needing extra for activities for my daughter or to try to scrounge some funds together to save for college, if I wanted or needed extra, I had to bring in another client, which meant I had to add an extra hour at the end of my day or at the beginning. It's like I was creeping in earlier morning times and later evening times. And she was feeling it and she was vocalizing her dissatisfaction with how much I was working and how much I was away. I didn't want to keep her in childcare for these long days anymore, but I still wanted to meet these financial goals. So I was really stuck. And when I saw what this could do financially, that I could meet those financial goals, that I could travel with my family, leaving a position at my work with unpaid pay, and I could do that and not have the additional stress, I was all in to build this business for my family, and I just wanted options. And so if you're out there and you feel like you want some options, whether you love what you do and you still want to do it, but do it in a healthy, balanced way where you don't have burnout, or if you want some choices to walk away from a situation that you're in, I'm so glad you're here to listen and learn a little bit more about what we do and just see if it's a possibility for you in your life too. So thanks, Marshall, for having me on.
Thank you, ladies, so much. I love the fact that we are, like, I'm in Colorado Springs and we've got 2 ladies in 2 different parts of California and then another in Illinois. And the nature of business these days is this, like, we're doing a lot of things virtually. And I love that none of us knew each other before we joined this business, and we've all become friends. And I'm so excited that I'm going to get to see all 3 of you. I can't wait to hug you this weekend, but that's not what you all came here for. Erin, tell them what Arbonne is.
Yes, let me see if I can do this without a crying baby, guys. And again, like I said, this business really is for anyone, because if I can do this with a crying baby on my lap, then anyone can do this business. But Arbonne is a company. We're a 41-year-old, highly regarded brand of safe, plant-based health and wellness and beauty products. We offer an online business you can do from really anywhere, even with a baby on your lap. We are a community of positive, passionate people, and we are a movement of change makers. Our mission is to truly help people flourish with sustainable and healthy living. Arbonne is a leader in clean, green product space. We are a certified B Corporation. If you don't know what that is, definitely look it up. It is huge. And we are a new kind of company using business as a force for good. It means we voluntarily place equal value on people, the planet, and our profits. We know that we all vote with our dollars when buying anything. So with Arbonne, you're voting for equity and equality. We have empowered choices, transparency, and the environment all in mind when you are working with Arbonne.
Thanks, Erin. So you might be saying, why Arbonne? If you didn't already know, global wellness is booming. It's a $4.2 trillion industry that only continues to grow. People value clean skincare, well-being, and weight management solutions. So Arbonne has a holistic approach with our clean products, our exclusive online business opportunity, and a competitive compensation plan. So to learn more about that, you can go to earnings.arbonne.com to figure out what's typical results, typical compensation. But the four of us that are on this call today, we are not typical. We are in the top 6% of this company. So what we do is we are pretty amazing. So we work really hard, but we have fun while we're doing it. So the other thing is we sit at the intersection of four huge worldwide trends. So health and wellness, everybody wants it. Internet shopping, everybody's doing it, even more nowadays. Social media, everybody's on it. And smartphone-based business, everybody is looking for that. So currently we're in 6 markets. So we're in the US, we're in the UK, we're in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Poland. And we're growing rapidly. And it's really an incredibly exciting time to be a part of this company because we only continue to get better.
Yes. So why is Arbonne so smart as a business? Well, we have over 250 daily consumable products for every demographic. We have nutrition, skincare, makeup, body care, hair care, a baby care line for Erin, and so much more. Our 2 most popular lines are our Be Well 30 Days to Healthy Living program and our Age Well skincare line. If you were to think about everything that you already buy, you're never going to stop buying those things, and you're already a part of someone else's market share with those purchases. The whole concept of Arbonne is to redirect the money you're spending on better, safer, cleaner products that you can purchase from your own store at a discount. Arbonne is a smart business choice because people run out of things and need to reorder. We are a one-stop shop for cleaner, safer products. And the simplicity of this is what I love about this brand and this business.
Absolutely. It's simple. Arbonne capitalizes on 2 things we already do: shopping and sharing. We all shop for personal care and nutrition, and we all share what we like. Shopping has moved guys from brick and mortar to click and order. Products go directly from manufacturer to consumers, cutting out all the middlemen like warehousing, extra shipping, advertising, and retail store costs, which adds to the price of your products without adding value. Essentially, we stop, start, share, stop shopping retail, start shopping for better, safer products from our own digital stores, and share this concept with others, just like we're doing with you right now. We simply become authentic brand ambassadors, and we introduce our networks to the brand. It's an effort-based business. What you put in is what you're going to put out, just like anything in your life. There's a 5-year plan to the top with consistent part-time effort. So please visit earnings.arbonne.com if you want to know what typical results and compensation look like. So we're going to do a quick little Q&A, and I'm just going to ask my friends here just a couple quick things that I think are pretty common questions that we get from people often. So Lisa, let's start with you. What makes starting and building an Arbonne business different from a typical job?
Well, being able to leverage my time is amazing. So, like I said in my story, I didn't want to work my career around my daughter. I wanted to work my career around my daughter. I didn't want to fit her in the nooks and crannies of my life. I wanted to make her the priority and then work my career around her. I wanted to be able to bring, money into the household, but I wanted to do it on my terms so that I could, be there for her activities. I could volunteer in her classroom and I could, spend time with her because, children grow up pretty quickly. And so having that ability to leverage my time and work on my schedule is amazing. And one of the things with time leverage is, when you have consultants working underneath you, you're getting that ability to leverage your time. So even though I'm working, say, 15, 20 hours a week, when I have other people that are working just as hard, I'm getting paid on everybody's effort, just a little compensation from my consultants, but it definitely all helps. So that flexibility, that leveraging of time is just the key for me.
Awesome. Thank you, Lisa. Erin, I've heard of people who haven't succeeded at network marketing before. Why is that? And what qualities do you think are important to have in this business?
So I don't know if there's necessarily a certain quality that I would pinpoint because I was definitely, I've been in Arbonne now 4 years. I was a completely different person 4 years ago than I am today. So my qualities have definitely grown with me in Arbonne. But I feel like one of the main things is if you have the option to quit left on the table, then you're going to probably quit. And there's something that I came across today that I thought, I just saw and kind of reminded me right now when you said this question, but it's like if you're taking advice from 4 people who have failed at direct sales, there's 100% chance that you're going to be that 5th person. Like if that option to quit is always on the table, then there is option to quit. You really have to push and pursue and really want this. It's not easy, but it's not the hardest work you'll ever do. It's definitely a lot of consistent work. So I think, there's not necessarily a one quality I would pinpoint that makes you successful at this business as long as the option to quit is off the table and you're willing to put in that consistent hard work effort. I think anyone can really do well at this business. This business really is for everybody.
Thank you, Erin. It really is. There is no limit to how many people can make it to the top. And like she said, it is effort based. If you've got the option to quit, you probably will. And none of us do. Wendy, why is now a great time to join the Arbonne community and start a business?
Oh, great question. I believe now is a great time to start an Arbonne business, partly because of what's going on out there in the world with consumer trends. So less and less people are shopping brick and mortar retail. Those kinds of stores are closing. We're getting used to living and working from home more and more, and the convenience of shopping from our phone. Arbonne actually this past month just launched a new version of our website, which is so easy to use, so convenient. And we've even overhauled our discount programming for our preferred clients. So it just makes it so easy to save. It makes it so easy to shop. You're ordering directly from a manufacturing facility and having it drop shipped right to your porch. And you get it quickly within a few days. So the convenience factor is really high. The other thing is people are looking for what we're selling. So from a business perspective, that just makes sense to partner with a company like that. So products that are low tox, that are clean, that are healthy, that add value to yours and your family's lives, and also that add value to the environment and the earth as a B Corp and as a company whose values resonate with so many of us to improve sustainability practices and recycling and things like that. And I think the last thing I'll mention too is why right now is a good time to get involved with Arbonne is I think people are looking for our culture. And I don't know that this is something that we talk or that people know enough about. The positivity of our community is so uplifting and so unique to a work environment that more than ever, I think people could use that in their lives and really, really appreciate what we offer from that standpoint.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Wendy. I agree with everything that you've just said. And so if you're listening right now, you might be thinking, I'm ready to jump in. What are the first steps? What are the startup costs? And what support can I expect? Well, the most important part of that is the support that you can expect. In Arbonne, we're a company where you are in business for yourself, but is never by yourself. We will always link arms with you. There are always so many people that you can reach out and reach up to that are going to help you in this company. We do have team skill calls within our nation. We meet every month within each of our own areas. We touch base with our teams pretty regularly, mostly weekly. We have team huddles, meetings. In the past, we were able to do a lot of that in person, and now we have the flexibility to meet both in person and virtually. So all of us on this call have people on our teams in multiple states that we're still able to connect with, kind of face to face, which is incredible. We have other things like book clubs, other valuable trainings from some of the best and top people in our business. There's social media and attraction marketing. You'll see things constantly that we like to post in our own businesses as apart from Arbonne. There's mentoring and coaching from people that paved the way before you and that are paving the way right alongside you. It's an amazing, supportive community. And I can honestly say that I've never, ever felt alone in this business. Even in times when I was just alone in this house for weeks on end, I still knew that I had friends that I could reach out to, that I could share this opportunity with, that we could bounce ideas off of, that we could share our books, that we could share our parenting, and a lot of things that go hand in hand with this business. The four of us come from very different backgrounds, and yet we've managed to meet in this company and find a common ground. So I will tell you, to start your business, it's $49. Some of you on this call spend more than that at Starbucks or at the come and go or on your energy drinks. And we get paid nothing for that. That is you setting up your own website that Arbonne completely supports. It's making sure that, as Wendy has pointed out, I think Aaron did too, that your merchandise is not coming to us and then we deliver it to you. It's coming directly from the manufacturer to you. So you're going to have the home office support as well. It's setting up your own website that you get to tailor make for you, so that when your consumers want to purchase from you, all they need is their cell phone or their laptop. And no matter where they are, they can access your business and purchase those consumable products. There's never, ever, ever any set pricing, or you don't have a certain amount that you have to ever sell or buy. You control your business. You can control what you make by how much you work and how much you sell. So that is the beauty of this company. I want to go around really quick and just kind of think about this, each of you. I'll probably call on you just randomly, and just a couple of quick questions, super short. Let's start with you, Wendy. Someone might say, I'm intrigued but scared of what people would think of me. What would you say to them?
I understand. So being an introvert, starting my business, 5+ years ago, I felt the same way. So I get it. But what I would say is that there is no avoiding judgment in this world. People are always going to judge, and they're not paying your bills. And they usually don't know the ins and outs of what you do about the decision you just made, about the business, about the products, about the program. So often that judgment that you're afraid of is coming from a lack of an informed exposure to what it is that you're doing. So it's our job really not to, I think sometimes people have a misconception that they get into direct sales with a company like Arbonne and they think they have to convince everybody to buy from them. And the truth is you just need to authentically and educate and inform people about what their options are, and then surrender to, the decision at the end. So I don't ever want to be influenced or driven by other people's decisions. If I had let that stop me 5 years ago, there are so many experiences that I would have missed out on. So many hours with my daughter that I got back, so many trips I was able to take with my mom out of the country, with my boyfriend for his birthday. I mean, just so many things that I was able to do because this business gave me those options. And so I would say, what are you missing out on by allowing other people's judgment to drive your decision about getting started?
Awesome. Lisa, what if someone said to you, I don't know very many people. How would I grow a business?
Oh, that's a really good question. I had that same, question when I started too, but chances are, more people than you think. Like, I mean, if you look at your phone, how many contacts do you have on your phone? Like on social media, how many friends do you have? The truth is you don't need to have every person get on board with Arbonne in order for you to be successful. Just like Wendy said, you're presenting, you're giving people options. It's their decision whether they want to, take you up on those options. But all you need is a couple of people, to get started. And in fact, like a few of the people will is all you need. And the majority of your team will be people you haven't even met yet. Like there are people on my team that I did not know before Arbonne because they were a friend of a friend, and it's a referral based business. So, I mean, that's how it works. That's the beauty of this. It's a network, type of business. So you don't need a whole bunch of friends or family to jump on board with you. You just need a few.
Awesome. Erin, I think this question might be really great for you. I'm super busy. I feel I don't have time to commit to this. How would you respond?
You have to make the time. Nooks and crannies. Like I had mentioned earlier, if the option to quit's on the table, the option to quit's always going to be there. 15 minutes here and there, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever that is. When I'm feeding him, I try and make that my like work time because I'm just sitting there anyways, and I'm going to play on my phone. So I try and make that more of my like asks and my my designated work time, because it's 30 minutes every 3 hours that I'm sitting down, and I have to sit down. It's not an option. But everyone's busy. We live in a busy world where people are on the go constantly. So if you're willing to, give it a go and give it a shot, you build this business within those nooks and crannies. I mean, there's CEOs, doctors, full-time Air Force employees doing this business, stay-at-home moms, working moms, all in between moms. So if you're willing to, work for it, you just got to find the time because everyone's busy.
Thanks, Erin. And we do. We have a multitude of people that work this company, younger, older, men, women, stay at home, businesses, own their own business, work 2 jobs, full-time students with jobs, full-time people that work with part-time school. So you name it, if you can make it fit in, you will make it work for you. And we've all managed to do that. And it looks different from month to month. It looks different from season to season. Well, I thank you so much to our panelists for sharing and to our guests for spending time with us to learn about Arbonne. I was asked the following questions, and Erin mentioned this earlier, when I first decided to become a consultant, and I invite you to keep these in mind as you absorb all the information that you've heard. If you keep doing exactly what you're doing now, where will you be in 5 years, especially financially? How would it feel to be on the pathway to getting your dreams and desires? If something were to happen to the main source of income in your household, be that you or someone else, how long could you comfortably live on your savings, provided that you have savings? Or do you have a plan B or C or D? Are you prepared for impact? Many of us weren't. Too many, this has not been theoretical. So thank you so much for listening. And if there is any part of this that has intrigued you, please don't overthink it. Ask the questions that you need to ask. Get the answers that you need, but seriously, just dive in. I promise you, we are here to help. And trust me, if you put in the effort, it can be one of the best decisions you have ever made for your health, your family, your time, and your finances. And if the business not for you, it's all good. Please think of who you know that this could really make a difference for and put them in contact with one of us. You will not be sorry. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your weekend. Ladies, thank you so much for hopping on here with me. It has been my absolute pleasure to share this with so many of you. I'm going to cut the recording here